Oldham versus North Wales Crusaders, a place in that preliminary final up for grabs as we continue on the road to promotion to the Betfred Championship. Oldham coming into this game off the back of that defeat to Doncaster last week. They line up as follows, with number 1 Greg McNally at fullback, Nick Rawsthorne, Connor Carr, Cian Morgan and Patrick Arvan make up the back line, with Martin Ridyard and Jamie Ellis in the halves. Joshua Johnson comes back from his one-game suspension straight into the front row, with Matty Wilkinson at hooker and Pat Moran in the front three, and George Hurst and Zach Baker are in the second row. Emerson Whittle completes the 13, locking in the pack. On the interchange bench, Georgian Parga drops down onto the bench after starting last week. Dean Meadows, Dom Newton and Luke Nelms complete the reinforcement for Mike Ford's side. And for the visitors this afternoon, North Wales, a brilliant win up in Cumbria last week, keeps their season alive. They start with Dave Gibbons at fullback, Josh Hughes-Lynch, Kieran Taylor, Matthew Reid and the club record point scorer Rob Massam are in the back line, with Toby Hughes and Leon Hayes in the halves. Jack Horton, Jake Burns and Chris Barrett at the front row for the visitors, with Ryan Ellis, Cole Oakley and Carl Forster, the player coach, completing the 13. On the interchange bench for North Wales, Patrick Rainford, Callum Hazard are joined by Matthew Fletcher and Jordan Andrade. North Wales who get us underway, kicking from right to left. A really strong band of North Wales fans down to the left-hand side. So we're underway at Boundary Park, live Betfred League One Play-Off action, and that has gone all the way through. Oakley cut down inside the 10 metres. This is the last. The hands up from the referee. What can they do on this fifth tackle? They keep the ball in hand for the time being. They're looking for the numbers out wide. Oldham's defence just does enough, and it just feels in the last few minutes that pendulum's just starting to swing in Oldham's favour a little bit. Definitely,
and I think the key, it'd be great if they could score now, Oldham, but they just have to be patient. I think the key to it is, you know, they just got to get this field position, put pressure on this North Wales defence, and it's a hot day, and as you mentioned, and they've got a good opportunity this set.
So they come out to the left, Wilkinson to Ellis. There's an overlap here if they can use it. Arvan for the corner, and he's gone over against his former club. And Patrick Arvan opens the score in a brilliant finish on that left-hand side. And now Josh Johnson just drops his shoulder, pins his ear back, looks for that gap in the defence that isn't there. So keeping it very much up the middle. Pat Moran shrugs off one tackle, still going but eventually straight down. This is the fifth, dead centre, about 35 metres out. Ridyard puts a tall one up. It's Arvan underneath it, and he's managed to knock it back, and they could be in again on the left-hand side. They are. A really good kick from Martin Ridyard. It was Arvan who got himself underneath it, and it's Cian Morgan, the benefactor. And Oldham pushed themselves out to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah. And you've got Moran just setting this mark, and he expects a shift from both halfbacks again.
He's got really lively, aggressive carries so far, hasn't he, Pat Moran? As they come over to this left edge, which is definitely the one they've been favouring. The look out, and just not quite the execution there for Arvan in the corner on this occasion. So North Wales survive. There's a hooser. An appreciative round of applause greets the home team here at Boundary Park. Oldham go into the break with a 12-point lead, and you'd have to say on the balance of that 40 minutes, that scoreline, pretty accurate assessment of what the game's been like. Maybe 8 or 9 metres short, pretty central. Forster brings it up to the line, drops it off to Hazard, who reaches through. A big carry from the North Wales number 8, and he's crashed his way over the line. And a perfect start to the second half of the North Wales Crusaders and Callum Hazard. Just received word that Jamie Ellis is back out on the Oldham bench, heavily strapped, so I guess he perhaps is an option. Oh, huge hit. It was Dean Meadows who took it up. He was met really well by that North Wales defence, and Ellis again. Crusaders defending with real aggression here. Nelms flying in this North Wales defence. Real intensity and vigour to this game now. Parga shows, goes. He may have got this down. The referee's going to have a look at it. And he's said that it's held up just for a second. I thought Parker had managed to get his arm free. Onto the field, brings his team 8 metres short. Forster with the ball, they could be in here. I think they are. Referee just checking with his touch judges, and he gives the try. And from 12-0 down at the break, North Wales Crusaders have flipped this game on its head. And it's Matt Fletcher, the interchange, who's forced his way over just to the left-hand side of the posts. Oldham have been building the pressure. Now they've got to set right on the line, a full collection of tackles. The ball comes out to the left-hand side. Arvan, I think he's made it over, but the linesman's flag is in the air. It's a brilliant defensive effort from Josh Hughes-Lynch on that left. Arvan did everything he could to keep himself in the field of play. He believes he'd done enough. But it just by the skin of his teeth, Josh Hughes-Lynch does enough.
Yeah, just that combination of McNally and Arvan again, this right to left side shift. Moran goes out the back, Ridyard, great run from Baker, cut out pass to Arvan, and then can he stay in the field of play? What a great defensive hit. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh,
I think it's just that second effort, isn't it? I don't think he quite had the ball down. And then his back foot.
It's
this
not the
angle
first
will
one,
tell
is
us
it?
a bit more.
Oh, what a big call
this
this
is. Here, he's okay there. And I think it's just maybe, as he's looking to get the ball down here, it's his back foot.
Oh,
it's marginal.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't quite get it, but they're still in a good position here. Moran, he comes out the back to Ridyard. Here's McNally, there's space on the right if they can make the numbers count. Connor Carr keeps it to himself. Maybe that was the wrong option. Rawsform was in space on that right-hand side. And Oldham have to look for another route through. Parga, now they look for the one. Ridyard. And he's missed. I doubt they'll look to go too wide. Barrett will take his second carry of the set, and he's made his way through. Ball on the inside, and it goes to ground.
Oh, Burns was in, wasn't he?
Jake Burns just couldn't bring it in cleanly. But then a disaster from Hughes-Lynch, and now it's on. And they're really getting stuck into each other here. Well, it's a red card. Dave Giddens who's walking.
Go away.
As does Zach Baker for Oldham. So both teams will finish this game down to 12 men. And your bingo card of pretty much everything that could have happened has happened.
You took the words out of my mouth, and I think it's the third man in, isn't it, Gibbons, what has just caused that? I don't think there's anything real seriousness in that.
This could be it. It comes back. The defence is really good. They're forced out to the left-hand side. Matt Reed wrestled to the ground 10 metres short. This is the last. They come back out. Now it's on, perhaps. He's got it! Toby Hughes has scored the drop goal that maybe, just maybe, has taken North Wales Crusaders on another week in these playoffs. From nowhere. From an error, 30 metres out from their own line.
Wow.
North Wales Crusaders have found themselves a point ahead, and there can only be seconds remaining in this game.
If they decide to run it.
Well, they keep it in hand for the time being. Arvan brings it back on the inside, gets the offload away to Nelms. Nelms running out of options, puts the pass in, and it is swept up by Matt Reed for North Wales. And that is that. The North Wales Crusaders are into the preliminary final in the Betfred League One Play-Offs after providing a classic here at Boundary Park. Toby Hughes with the drop goal, enough to see his side over the line, but my word, Stephen, we had our money's worth this afternoon.
Yeah, 100%. I can't speak highly enough of both sides. I think, you know, they've given absolutely everything for the supporters. A great day, great spectacle, but from a North Wales Crusaders point of view, they was under the pump in the first half, 12-0 down. I thought Carl Forster, a few of the other players within that really stood up, and then Toby Hughes came across and did the one.